guys, and welcome back to another episode of Hidden Dragon. Right, so we're playing Wales today, but before we do that, if we could get 300 likes on this video, that would be amazing. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the content. There'll be plenty more to come with AFC Wimbledon once the full game is out, as well as I'll be doing some more March to Safety videos, which is where I sort of make my own scenarios, but in the real full version of the game rather than the classic one, because I feel there's more things to do. So those of you who have seen my previous one with Liverpool, that seemed to go down well, so I want to do some more of those as well. Question of the day today is this: do you secretly play the game in bed or front of the TV, then just move to the desk when you're on camera? No, I wish I did. I used to. For a while when I was ill, I was playing it on my laptop using Steam Stream, but then I'd have to move to the desk to do the live comms. But now that I'm live comming every single match, I have to sit at the desk and do it, basically. But that's fine. You know, I just do it in between other things, basically. So that's what I've been doing with that. Where do you guys like to play FM? You know, do you play it in bed? Do you play it on the sofa? Do you play it in the bath? With people peering through frosted windows at you. I'm going to stop making that joke now in case anyone thinks I'm a perv. So, let's just... I don't know what else to say, really. So, Spain are already through. We'll just take a quick gander at this. So, Spain are through against Turkey. Now, apparently, if we win this one... we'll go through and play either Holland or Greece. Now, this is interesting because in the headline bit where it was like scouting report for France, it said if we go through, we'll meet Holland. I love that the game already thinks that Greece have got no hope in that game. So we've got, who else is actually through? Let's have a little gander. So England did get through. They're playing Croatia, Holland, Greece, Czech Republic, Portugal. I almost said Portsmouth then. Russia, Germany, Poland, Slovenia, and Italy, Sweden. So we're playing France. I can't believe... Did France seriously come third in their group? They came second. Oh, I get it. So if you come second, you get to play another second place team, and if you come first, you get to play the third place team. That actually does seem quite fair, unless you get France. We could have had Turkey, Sweden, we could have had Slovenia, people, but there you go, we've got France, and that's the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it? So, we're going to get into this then, I guess. Tactical changes, like there's been a little bit more of a gap. They're playing a very similar system to that which I believe Slovenia played. I'm happy with the system, but again, we've got some sort of... Joe Allen's looking knackered. Again... I think we may as well just go with our first team, because I don't think we're going to get past France, but I don't think we're going to get any chance of getting past France if we rotate the team at this point, basically. However, one more change I'm going to make that I talked about in the last episode is to make a slight distribution change, and I can't even bloody find it. Here we go. Player, and that is for the goalkeeper's distribution, because I actually forgot to even check this one out. I want him to distribute to target man. There we go. Just because... I wanted to distribute it quickly as well, because I think when we're playing counter, that's probably an ideal sort of situation to try that out. Now, of course, the team are only competent with that tactic. They're still competent with those, but it's going to take a long time for them to actually learn these fully. I don't know why it's changed things around. Oh, I suppose it's because we moved it. There we go. So Bale will go there. So yeah, we're going to try and distribute to the target man, which is Vokes, because he wins a lot of headers. He's amazing in the air, as I've seen in some of the other games. I like that the top scorer thing now features pictures of the players. I don't know how that's going to work when there's regens. I really hope it does feature the regens, because the regen faces are... They're a little bit scary. They look like those wax masks you'd wear in a horror film or something. So I'm hoping someone like Devsky releases a World of Hair pack again, because that was glorious last year. Because that was out, but... I don't think that really matters. They're playing that system, basically. So Benzema, Griezmann, Valbuena, Lacazette, Matuidi, Pogba, Umtiti, Varane, Koscielny, Kocha, Lloris, and, well... It's a difficult team to be playing against, basically, and I don't think we've got much of a hope of going through against them, but the point is, I just don't want us to embarrass ourselves. Let's see, I'm going to be calm about this. I don't want them to take the pressure off. I want them to be motivated. I don't want them to feel like they can just do what they like. I do want to take that, but I want to actually just be passionate with the strikers. There we go. There's some motivation in there. That's the main thing. Perhaps our team talk at the half-time in the last game actually did do a trick. Who knows? Right, let's see what we can do against France then, shall we? This is going to be difficult. If we were to go out in this game, guys, I don't want the episode to be stupidly short. So what I will do is maybe take you through and have a look at what's been happening in some of the European leagues. Obviously, the ones I have turned on. So the Premier League and, of course, Scotland, Ireland, Northern Ireland. Actually, both Irelands, what we're talking about. And, of course, the Welsh League, because they run at different times, because I believe it is either the Northern Irish League or the Irish League, or the Republic of Irish League, that runs a completely different schedule to most of the European fixtures. It's more like the Scandinavian style, where it runs through the year, I believe, and finishes around about sort of October, November kind of time. Haven't looked into it that much, though, so I don't really know. Griezmann. And that's a great piece of tackling there from Chester. Unfortunately... Oh, please don't... Oh, my God. And now it's time for a segment that I like to bring back, and I'm calling it... Well, you know what it is, guys. What the f*** was that? So yeah, I actually feared that he was going to do that the moment that the ball was played to him instead of. My God, it's great defending from chest. I don't even know. Look at this. Defender leaves it. Darlow takes a touch, boops it at his arse, and it's in the back of the net. Benny Hill called. He wants his defending skills back. That is. That's not even a bug. That's just one of those things that happens sometimes. Valbuena, Varane's header, and that is in the back of the net there from Paul Pogba. Disappointing, and, well, we've given France probably the perfect start to the game, frankly. 2-0 down after 10 minutes, and we have Jamie Darlow to thank for the first one, and unfortunately my inability to make a decent set-piece instruction to thank for the second one. Unfortunately, the keeper's no chance for that one, unfortunately. That's the first goal I've actually conceded from a corner since I've been playing it, to be fair, so... They're obviously not that bad, the instructions I've set up. Oh, good, now Carl Darlow's injury. A strained wrist. I think he's got a strained ego, to be honest. So who do we bring on? Is it Myhill? Myhill's not great. Actually, he's better off fitness-wise than Hennessy. So Boaz Myhill is going to come on. Now, yeah, that's about it for now. I'm disappointed to concede like that, considering they've had one shot on target and they've scored twice. That's like FIFA logic right there. Possession is irrelevant. Thing is, with the exception of those two situations, we've not even been that bad in this first half, but there you go. You have to take the rough with the smooth, and in this case it's like sandpaper on your tongue, but there you go. Umtiti, Lacazette now, Pogba, out wide to Umtiti, no one's tracked him, that's poor. Ball in, and Griezmann could win this header. That's great clearance from Davies though. The problem is we're not pushing out quick enough, and that's the problem here. But if we do win the ball high up the pitch, we've got so many players. Oh, that's a great tackle. And, oh, okay, run away from Benzema, why don't you? But if we do win the ball in this sort of area here, then what I might do is set one of my midfielders that are in those positions to close down a little bit more and try and win it back. That means we might have more of an escape option for the three players that we do have in those forward positions. Oh, no. Oh. In these sort of areas, when we get it here, I want to be able to get the play moving quickly. See what I mean about the back-to-goal thing? When they've got their back to the play, they're really awful. Griezmann is getting a lot of space. So in the second half, I might just try something with my centre mids. I think we can be a little bit more... actually, right, no. What we're going to do is we're going to talk to... Oh, no, we can't talk to Cardalo because he's been substituted. Give him an absolute rollicking. Let's give the fans a good performance despite being against the odds. Fine, yeah, let's do that. Let's be assertive here. There's more to come from you. Come on, guys. Come on. All right, let's be passionate. See if that makes any difference. Nope. Okay, they're not bothered. They are not bothered at all. Right, so the change I want to make is probably Ledley to the player instruction regarding Ledley. Where is it? Here we are. Because I just wonder if... No, he's set to close down more already, but I wonder if we just set him to tackle harder, it might just enable us to win that ball back a little bit more. Closing down much more. Actually, yeah, we'll turn that instead of tackle harder. Tackle harder is just going to get Ledley sent off, which is the last thing we need at this point. But I think if we have him closing down even more, have him running around like a madman in that midfield, closing anyone down in that area, and it will take the pressure off the defence maybe and allow us to win the ball back in that midfield area. We're going to concede another corner goal now. France have clearly found an exploit, and they've scored another one. France 3, Wales 0, and they deserve it, really. We've not been good enough on the night. I'm just sort of using this as an example to now experiment with things for the qualifying campaign, frankly. We've got some friendlies lined up. We've got a friendly against Spain coming soon. Griezmann with the header, and Benzema followed with the other header. Myhill very nearly kept that one out. Goalkeepers, again, still looking pretty decent in this game so far. Apart from, of course, the horrific display we saw from Carl Darlow earlier. Pogba to Lacazette, and he must score here. Myhill with a wonderful save again. Last year's game, that goes in every day of the week. It would ricochet off the goalkeeper and go in the corner. They always did. I'm liking it. I'm liking that you can actually, you know, not every chance is a goal, which is great. Obviously, it'll apply to us too, but we're not creating chances to even test that theory. So, who's looking knackered? Joe Allen is absolutely... I mean, he's going to have to be carried off. We'll get him like a beanbag to sit on, and he'll be fine. Andy King isn't great on fitness levels, so I'll probably bring him off, get Jordan Williams on instead. And my other change is either going to be Ramsey or Bradshaw. That being said, Joe Ledley has not had the best day so far with a 6.2. Probably because I'm making him run around like a headless chicken in the midfield. But, you know, this tactic's going to take time to perfect. So it's going to be a few years, particularly as we don't get that many games very often. So it's going to take me a couple of years of game time to actually get this tactic working as I would like. Lacazette at the back post. And once again, this time, nothing that Myhill could do about that. Remy Cabella with the goal, and it's 4-0 to France. We certainly seem to have a level, and I think once we kind of exceed that level, things sort of go a bit wrong for us. And I think against teams that are weaker or were better than, that 4-3, this 4-3-3 system is beautiful. It's worked well against Austria, it's worked well against every other team we've played, and brilliant against Slovakia. But I think we need an alternative system to play against teams that are bigger than us, basically. A slightly more withdrawn system, and maybe that's the type of game that the other suggestion with the back three might be more appropriate, although a back three against those sort of sides could be very, very dangerous. We've got a lot of players who are knackered right now, but Vokesy has picked up a knock, and he might be the only change I can really make at this point. I hope we don't get an injury at this point. I really don't, because if Ramsey gets injured, Arsene Wenger is going to be on the phone, and in his angry French way, if he can do his jacket up before he gets on the phone, of course. Now, yeah, this is going to be a 4-0 defeat, unfortunately, which is disappointing, but we've done really well to get to this stage. Williams now, maybe just have crack, get a shot on target before the game finishes, go on Bale. He's been a bit subdued today, unfortunately, and I think that, you know, there's only so much that he can do. It'd be nice if we could get a couple more sort of, perhaps not as good as Bale, but like sort of half decent players coming through as youngsters, then we can bring them through. And Bale, oh, a shot is blocked there, and there we go. France 4, Wales 0. A disappointing result in the end, but it all kind of went wrong from the very beginning there. 2 goals for each goalkeepers conceded. Yeah, that's probably the wrong one. I wish I could just insult Carl Darlow at this point, because as good as he's been, that was a ridiculous mistake. But what can you do? So, in the next episode, guys, what we're going to do is... well, of course they react negatively. We just went out of the tournament. But I still think that the... yeah, they're delighted with the actual showing. And that's the main thing. Let's just check what the board are thinking of our performance. Look at this. So, international stature. Content with the national team stature. We have grown in the world rankings, which is great. Matches-wise, satisfied, good. And... very pleased with the team's overall performance. So that is good. We're actually doing a good job. I was not expecting that. I genuinely thought I would get sacked on this beta because we ended up not qualifying or something. Now, we've got the European Championship group... Wait, what? The qualifying group for the World Cup. Sorry, my bad. So here we go. So we've got Austria, Georgia, Ireland, Moldova. Moldova? That sounds like the fake country from the Princess Diaries, and Serbia. So Austria, again, we've proven we can beat them. Georgia, I think we're stronger than Georgia. Moldova, we're stronger than them too. Serbia will be tough, and Ireland will be tough. But I tell you what, I think there's a chance there. Remember, there's only 2 qualifying spots though. Well, one of them's a playoff, so it's going to be really tough to get out of this group. But it's still not the worst group. It could have been far worse. We got a better seeding for it, so it's definitely helped us out on that front. I'm just going to quickly show you guys the other leagues. Now, there's a great feature on here, which I'm trying to find. Where's it gone? Is it in here? Here we go. Leagues in focus. You can look at the other leagues in a big menu like this. So, oh, bloody hell. Because it's switched over to the next season. That's annoying. Well, there you go. There's Ireland. You can see what the Irish Premier Division looks like. Manchester City did win the league last year, by the way. Fulham and Huddersfield were promoted from the Championship, as well as someone else who I cannot remember. Let me just check the last year's one. We can take a look down here. There we go. City won it. Chelsea, United, and Arsenal in the top 4. Liverpool, Tottenham, and would you believe it, Watford. That's an impressive first showing from them. Leicester were doing well as well. They kind of fell away a little bit. Palace were doing quite well towards the start, but again, fallen away. Sunderland, Everton down in the first season, and Bournemouth, not hugely surprising, particularly with the way the simulations work, went down there. And as from the Championship coming up, there you go. Huddersfield and Fulham both won up automatically, and Brentford. So if QPR had gone, it would have been a West London triple. There you go. Preston, Cardiff, and Rotherham go down. And I think, why not show you League One while we're here? Doncaster, Wigan, and Gillingham go up. Port Vale, Crewe, Fleetwood, and Blackpool go down again. That's such a shame. And of course, League 2, Carlisle, Notts County, and Oxford go up, along with Leyton Orient, and down go Crawley and Accrington Stanley. So there we go, guys. In the next episode, now, I'm thinking, may as well just do the last game of the year. Is the next episode, because if I did the Ireland game, there wouldn't be enough games in between for me to make that worthwhile for you guys. So that'll be sort of one of the nearly the halfway point, I suppose. Next year we'll have the episode after that will have a few more games in it, I suppose. But that's fine, and we'll have the Austria game. Wow, look at that. So yeah, in the next episode, guys, you're going to see the home game against Moldova, but as well as highlights, of course, of the Spain friendly, the Serbia, Ireland, and Georgia games, which is going to dictate a lot, because we've got that crucial home game against Ireland in there, as well as going away to what I presume is Tbilisi to play against Georgia. So guys, if you like this episode, please do drop a like on it. Sorry we went out, but hey, we've done probably better than I expected at this point. So yeah, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel as well. That would mean the world to me. And stay tuned, because I've got loads more stuff like this, and I really can't wait to get to the World Cup, because by then I think that we might have some potentially a couple of regens in the team that might be awesome. So that's going to be fantastic. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.